Rant summer is here. Head on over to AJsRANTroom.com. We got all of your summer needs covered. From bathing suits to swim trunks, flip-flops and tote bags, towels, tanks, and muscle shirts. Oh, and you can't forget about the visors and the hats. It's lit. So head on over to AJsRANTroom.com and get your summer poppin'. You won't be disappointed. It's always lit over at AJsRANTroom.com. We got the best bags and accessories, our beloved Black Series. We got fresh lids for you hat lovers, fire jackets and hoodies, and of course we got you covered on the t-shirts. And introducing our first shoe line, Aloysius Germain. So get on over to AJsRANTroom.com today and get to shopping. You won't be disappointed. Welcome to Monday. It's Monday. Happy Monday, everybody. Hope all is well in the hood. Hope everyone had a great weekend. I had a good weekend. It was productive. Nothing special. Just work. More editing, and more editing. Just lots of editing. That was my weekend. So hopefully y'all got to relax on my behalf. That'd be great. Anyway. Okay. This is the Lunchtime Rant with your boy AJ, and hope all is well in the world. And let's get into some things. So I found this moment this morning, actually. And I was like, oh, I didn't cover this. So Jillian Michaels was on CNN with Abby Phillip. And they got on the topic of the children migrants, the 10 they found at the marijuana plant in California, and how for some reason nobody cares about how they got there, why they're there. And Abby Phillips had a rather ridiculous take on, well, not even a take, but just a weird position on the entire subject. But, again, these people are paid. I don't think Abby Phillips, she's Harvard graduate, I'm thinking about going go get my law degree just so I can have a label to throw around and be pish posh about. But anyway, here's that exchange.
Let's look at what just happened at the glass farm. Let's look at what just happened at the glass farm, the glass house marijuana farm. Here's what people don't want to see. On the other side, they don't want to see people throwing rocks into the cars of federal agents. They don't want to hear that someone supposedly opened fire on them. They also don't want to learn that there are a bunch of kids there that are undocumented or unaccompanied, and they think this is crazy talk, and we should be focusing on that. And for one thing, how did those kids get there?
Well, I just want to add one thing.
So, great point, right? You would think everyone at the table would be like, yeah, how did they get there? These are the people who come in and live stream every day. Oh, Epstein. Oh, human trafficking. Oh, pedophile. Blah, 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 blah. Meanwhile, you act like we didn't see the 10 kids, 8 unaccompanied, chilling in the farm, working. Go ahead, Abby.
We do have to go, but the UFW, the United Farm Workers, put out a statement about this. They said the UFW can confirm farm workers were critically injured yesterday during chaotic raids in Ventura County, California. Others, including U.S. citizens, remain totally unaccounted for. Many workers, including U.S. citizens, were held by federal authorities at the farm for 8 hours or more. U.S. citizen workers report only being released after they were forced to delete photos and videos of the raid from their phones. They also added that farm work is exempted from child labor laws. So
you're telling me undocumented?
I'm not saying the undocumented.
She's choosing to miss the point here. This is a choice she's making. She's well aware of what Jillian's saying. She knows what Jillian is saying. But she can't concede the point because if she did, I don't know, will she lose her job?
I'm not talking about
work at a marijuana farm.
I'm not talking about the undocumented part, but according to this statement, in this country, not just at farm, not at marijuana farms, at all
semantics.
Farms.
Look at the reality of what
I'm
we're
just
talking about. How did an unaccompanied, undocumented 14-year-old
in the
middle of the day?
I believe, and many people might believe, children should be subject to child labor laws.
We're not talking about child labor laws. We're talking about children who were unaccounted for. Nobody knew they existed except these people who are employing them. Go.
But it's true in this country that when it comes to agricultural work, they're not, and that includes marijuana farms. So the legality of their status is a separate issue. But
this is what I say when you sound smart, but you're just saying the dumbest stuff. So yeah, the over enunciating and this attempt to just try to move past what she's saying, like she doesn't know what. Belinda stuck on the freeze frames, but sitting here acting like we don't understand, we don't know what's going on, we're just so oblivious, we don't get what you're talking about, you sound crazy, we're gonna try to do legality right now. No.
The fact of children being there is not actually something that is necessarily illegal.
If these were regular American children who had their paperwork, sure, fine, whatever. I don't agree with it. That's something we could have a debate about another time. We're talking about kids who are undocumented. We have no idea how they got here. Did they come here by themselves? Did their parents abandon them? Did their parents die on the way up here? What happened? No, we don't care. We don't care. All we care about is protecting illegal aliens.
I have a really hard time.
So there's that. So it's not unusual for there to be teenagers and working in a farm.
A 14-year-old can work at a marijuana growing.
It doesn't matter whether it's a marijuana farm or an apple farm.
A kid can't work at a bar.
It's agriculture. They're not smoking
if that's
marijuana.
The law, that's outrageous.
They're cultivating it.
The
point is this incident, and we're still learning a lot more about it. Was very dangerous and put a lot of people, including ICE officers and those immigrants, in danger.
Federal law enforcement agents.
I agree with you, but the tactics are producing chaos and violence, and I think that is one of the things that's caused people to.
Who attacks first? That's my question.
We don't know.
Well,
we will find out.
Well, it seems like there's.
They don't give a fuck about tactics. They don't give a fuck about how, because they didn't care when anybody else did it. You know why they're barking? Because Donald Trump is doing it. That's it. It's because Trump's doing it. It's nothing to do with giving a fuck about. Clearly, they don't give a fuck about these kids. She deflected and bobbed and weaved her way right out of that, right? Didn't give a frog's fat ass about any of these kids and how they got there, if they're okay now. No, we're going to talk about Americans were detained. Them motherfuckers were let go Once you figure it out, get out. Nobody's feeling sorry for you. You work at a fucking marijuana farm. We'll go to the lesser of the fucking subject, not the real subject, but the real problem here. These kids would literally still be out there slave labor if this didn't happen. But we're worried about the tactics. Shut the fuck up. You don't give a fuck about tactics. You give a fuck about Donald Trump, hating Donald Trump. That's what you care about. It has nothing to do with anything else but hating Donald Trump. That's it. Anything Trump does, if Joe Biden was doing this right now, we wouldn't even be hearing about it. Wouldn't even be hearing about it. It would be a nothing burger. We'd be saying, hey, they found kids. Oh, yeah, whatever. Oh, yeah, Joe Biden's rating. Oh, yeah, yeah, great, great, great. Woo, pro America, yeah. This is why it's impossible to talk to you people. And by you people, I mean like you dumb leftists like Abby Phillip. Because you're coming there with your strained voices, talking like this, and you're sounding very smart and matter of fact, while not addressing my actual point. Right. I'm talking about real life child slaves. And y'all are worried about child labor laws that nothing to do. Even if these kids aren't citizens, they have no protections. But we don't care about that. No. We don't care about that. Anyway, so I have an update from our favorite CEO who got caught on the little kissing cam. Well, former CEO. Take a look.
That we've been following. And this is one that has really taken the internet by storm this week. You may have seen this video as I'm putting it up there on your screen. This, of course, has to do with the Astronomer CEO, Andy Byron, who was caught there at a Coldplay concert on the Jumbotron, cozying up with his company's head of human resources. And it is official at this time. We know that the CEO has officially resigned amid this incident, according to the company. As you can see, this is the video that has, again, been going super viral on social media. The moments that were captured there on the Coldplay Jumbotron at that concert during the Kiss Cam. Want to put up the statement that was made. This is a very lengthy statement. This is a portion of it that was posted to their X account from the Astronomer. I'm going to read it out in full here as well. So ultimately, what we know, as previously stated, Astronomer says that they are committed to the values and culture that have guided us since our founding. Our leaders are expected to set the standard in both conduct and accountability. And recently, that standard was not met. Andy Byron has tendered his resignation, and the board of directors has accepted. The board will begin a search for our next chief executive as co-founder, and the chief product officer, Pete DeJoy, continues to serve as interim CEO.
It should also be noted that other angles were found from the actual event where that from the concert where they were actually kissing. They were actually kissing. So I listen, there are only 3 victims here that I can think of is his wife and his 2 children, right? They didn't ask for this. They didn't ask for their father and their husband to be a total dumbass. She's on leave, so I don't think she's been fired yet, Amy. I think she's been fired yet. So those are the only people, we should feel sorry for and say a prayer for, because, here's the thing. Cheating is for dummies. Period. Why cheat? I never got it. I never understood the concept of it. If you don't want to be in a relationship, just leave. Figure it out. I would rather amicably break up the relationship than to do something stupid. And then this is the worst, because not only did you do something stupid, you embarrassed your wife in front of the world. You are a joke. You are a meme. You have been memed to death. Not just pictures, people at other sporting events reenacting it. I should have pulled some. People reenact. You have become a joke. You have made your wife a running joke. All for some human resources pussy. Now, the question I ask all the time, what's the question I ask all the time? Was it worth it? Was it worth possibly destroying your marriage and betraying the trust of your wife and your children? Was it worth it, you dummy? Here you are, CEO of one of the most profound tech companies in the country. Very few people can say that. They're a CEO of a major tech firm. And you squander that all away for what they say, the 80-20 rule. You squander that all away for the 20%. Your wife was the 80%, you dummy. So that 20%, it looks really good when you're not getting it, but it's never worth it in the long run. Ever. So, yeah. But this just goes to show that doesn't matter how much money folks have, they will always think with their genitals first. Rich, poor, whether it's the plumber, whether it's the CEO, they're all, it doesn't matter. Whether they're male, female, let's also be clear, because she's just as accountable here as he is. So let's be very, very clear. It's not all on him. They were two adults who entered into something they knew they shouldn't have been in. So they're both accountable for that. But good luck, dude. I mean, look, I don't feel sorry for you. I'm pretty sure you got a pretty awesome severance package. I'm pretty sure before you got the severance package, you weren't wanting for anything. You had breakfast, lunch, dinner. You probably have a live-in staff. I'm really not crying for you, Argentina. Truth is, I never left you. So we're protesting again. There's another protest. We're protesting. Hence the black square. We're protesting, people. Did y'all know we're protesting again? Well, let me let y'all know why we're protesting again. Where's the video? I don't have the video. Where's the video? I'm trying to find the video. Where's the video? I don't see it. Wait, is that it? No, I don't think that's it. Hold on. Oh yeah, that is the video. Ooh, what song? Was I singing a song?
So apparently there's going to be another protest September 17th called the National Blackout Day.
17th, which is Constitution Day. We are blacking it all out, folks. No work, no shopping, no transactions, no Uber, no Walmart, no Target, no nothing. They have been paying billions for ICE to separate immigrant families, tearing kids from their parents like it's absolutely nothing. We're also paying for bloated police budgets to buy military-grade weapons while our
It's always a bitch with wet and wavy hair complaining about the surface of issues. You didn't give a fuck about any of this when Joe Biden was president. Wet and wavy. He made sure he had enough gel. He made sure he had the little C in his hair. Made sure he had the little C in his hair before he got on camera. I'm so tired of these bitch ass niggas. Fuck your blackout day. Fuck your blackout day. I just want ICE to open fire already. Like, go fuck with the ICE agents. Now that they've been instructed to blast y'all asses, go fuck with them. We don't care. Black people, you're about as relevant to the Democrat Party as dog shit on an August morning. You are at the precise moment where dog shit turns white in the Democrats' eyes. They don't give a fuck about you or your vote. Why? Because you're starting to think and you're starting to ask too many damn questions. That's why they want all of these fucking mitas in here so they can replace y'all. But y'all are too stupid to see it. Not all, but enough. So go black out. I will be, what is it? September 17th. I'll be at the Target on September 17th. I'll be at the Target. I'll put in my order. Make sure I got some transactions on that day. Nobody cares. You people are protesting just to protest. You're pathetic. You're losers at this point. There's no civil rights movement. You're not dying. Nothing's being stripped from you. You're not being taken advantage of. You're just fucking emotional idiots who need a purpose in life because you feel like you without just being who you are is not enough. So now you got to be all this extra stuff. Now you got to put extra gel in your hair so you can go in front of the camera and spout your bullshit talking points. So yeah, go ahead and protest. Nobody cares. We'll be buying our stuff. We'll be living our lives. We'll be in our happiness. And you'll be sitting there protesting. But what's so dumb is you're going to buy the stuff the day before. Remember what they did last time, right? They shopped the day before and the day after. So on September 17th, go to Target, Walmart, go to all the places. Go to Dunkin', go to Starbucks, go everywhere. Drop your money. Nobody. This is so pathetic. This is so pointless at this point. And then when the real shit shows up, when the real problems start to happen, no one's going to take you seriously. No one's going to stand with you because you were busy protesting nothing. You're protesting laws that need to be enforced. You're attacking American citizens who are doing their jobs. Jobs you don't have the courage to do. You will absolutely never have the courage. You know what I hate about this mode is that I always look like Jerry's kids. But anyway, so let's move along here. Oh God. Now y'all know if there's one thing that irks my chakra is social media conservatives. They get on my nerves. They get on my absolute nerves. I don't know what this is. This is sort of like, I guess, like when they have like the one conservative, 25 liberal thing. So now I guess it was one liberal, 25 conservatives. I don't know. I don't know these people. I don't care. This was sent to me this morning. Thank you, Prince. Or inked. I don't know which one sent it. But we'll try to unpack the stupidity that I heard in this video. Because this is why, as a conservative, I often have to push back on extreme points of views. For what? I'm not extreme. Most conservatives aren't extremist. In fact, damn near all conservatives are not extreme people. Stay out of my way, I stay out of yours. These are my values, those are yours. You have the right to your beliefs, I have the right to mine. So the stupid stuff that's about to come out of this person's mouth, I don't know what it is, and I don't co-sign it.
Quite frankly, if Trump is anti-Constitution, good, and I think he should go further. So
this is the stupidest. It started out dumb. It started out straight up retarded.
This is.
Hold on. I don't care if Trump is anti-Constitution. You're not a conservative. That statement right there says you're not a conservative. Let me just play the damn thing.
This is wonderfully revealing of the modern conservative mindset.
There's no modern conservative mindset. There's no modern conservative mindset. Do y'all know who this dude is? I don't know who he is. I didn't even read the caption of the damn video. I just downloaded it. There is no modern conservative mindset. There are social media conservatives who think saying the most extreme stuff, being the most anti-black, being the most anti-this, being the most anti-everything anybody on the left might like means you're conservative. No. That means you're a baboon with a bullhorn called a mouth. That's it. Let's go back to the opening statement.
Quite frankly, if Trump is anti-constitution, good, and I think he should go further.
So this is wonderfully revealing of the modern conservative mindset. So I appreciate you spelling it out so openly. You're saying you don't care about the Constitution, but actually you do because you quite like the Second Amendment. You just don't like the bits that you disagree with.
I bet you this retard couldn't even tell you what the Second Amendment says. I bet you he's never read the Second Amendment. I can promise you, if I asked that fat asshole on the other side if he ever read the Constitution, if he ever actually read the Second Amendment, he hasn't. Wait, where is he?
Can I just be clear on that?
This is the face of an idiot. This is an absolute dumbass person. And I'm so tired of being told, hey, you stand with these people. No, these people don't belong here. They go further to the right. They're right-wingers. They're the more extreme people. We don't pay attention to those people because generally they look like this and sound just as dumb as they look.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
I'm more than willing to amend it and include
whenever
the
it's in your
Second
favor.
Amendment. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So can Democrats do the same when they're in office?
No, absolutely.
So you want to amend everything in your favor? That's not a conservative. This is not conservatism. This is why I always say I'm so tired of the label conservative because it's been tainted by idiots like this, morons like this, who think being extremist and the more extreme you are, the more conservative. No, the more extreme you are, the more radical right you are. Those are right wingers. I don't give a fuck about a right winger. A right winger can go fall off a cliff right along with AOC and her people. I don't care.
Absolutely not, because
so you don't
it's the
believe
friend
in
enemy.
democracy?
No, I don't.
Wait. Did he just say no?
Democracy?
No.
Democrats do the same when they're in office?
No, absolutely not, because
so you don't
it's the
believe
friend
in
enemy.
democracy?
No, I don't.
I'm so bored.
Absolutely not.
You don't believe in democracy, but you're a conservative. You know why? And we're not a democracy technically, I know, but we do have democratic processes in our system. Why would you not have? Why would a conservative be anti that? That makes no damn sense on its head. That makes no sense on its head.
What do you believe in?
Autocracy.
You're a little bit more than a far-right Republican.
You think? He's not a conservative, but at least we called out something. God. And this is, and also this isn't Donald Trump. This is not Donald Trump. So I don't even get, this is why we have these conversations all the time with these boneheads who like, well, you know, fascism. He's subverting the Constitution. He's not. He's not. Anywhere he would try, the Supreme Court would stop him. Even the conservative justices in their right mind would stop him. So what are we talking about? So why is this person called a conservative? I don't get it. I don't get it. If you want to be an autocratic, whatever the fuck, autocracy, I don't care.
Hey, what can I say?
I think you could say I'm a fascist.
Yeah, I am.
Look at his face. This monkey is really proud of himself. He really think he just ate here, bro. He really think he just did the damn thing. He really think he's about it. If you talk to the average conservative, we're pretty boring. We're pretty boring. There's no real extremes, right? So you try to pin these extreme points of views on people like me. Like somehow I'm responsible for what comes out of this bonehead's mouth. And I'm not. And I'm not going to try to be. What the fuck is so funny? Did I miss something? What? Thank you. I use that in my Leave Me Alone segment, which will be tonight at 8:00, but we'll talk about that later. Please stop calling yourselves conservatives. We're not in the same conversation. If you think Donald Trump should override the Constitution, then we're not in the same conversation. If you think America should only be for conservatives, then we're not in the same conversation. Again, you talk to the average conservative. This is why I don't get invited places, because I'm not extreme. I'm not going to get on the platform and be like, yeah. There's no racism. There's no police brutality. There's no issues. Oh, it's perfect. The fuck? The fuck? Yeah. Liberals who pay taxes too should have no rights. They should have no part in the process. They should have no voice. No real conservative would say that. No real conservative would say, oh, yeah. There should be this one controlled, one centralized concentration of power, and that's it. Get out of the U.S. Deport him. Deport doofus. Jeez Louise. All right. We'll take a short moment and we'll be back with our main topic. So, the Women's National Basketball Association had their All-Star game this weekend, and wait, I put the wrong video in here. And when homegirls took the field, I took the floor for, I guess, warm-ups. They decided to. So this is what they wore. They wore these ugly shirts. They want to get paid, y'all. They want their money. Pay us what you owe us. That's what they said. They said, pay us what you owe us. There's only a problem with the paying you what's owed. Is where are they going to get the money to pay you what you feel you're owed? We got a bit of a problem here. You're in a bit of a dilemma. Got a little pickle here. Because the last time that I checked, the WNBA is 29 years old and has never turned a profit. And we'll get into that in a moment. So when you have players like, I'm sorry, I'm just learning these people's names, and they got some cultural names. Nafisa, hopefully I said her name right. Nafisa Kalia, who believes just go.
Thinking about Thursday's meeting, since it happened, and can you take us a little bit inside the team or the players meeting that you guys had today and the discussion that led to the decision to make these t-shirts?
I feel like I haven't been able to forget it. Like, people won't let us, which is amazing. Just the awareness that we've raised this weekend. You guys asking these questions, the fans doing that chant, that was like, gave me chills. And so the fact that we've kept this so present and so in the conversation, it's definitely, of course, like, never left my mind because of that. And, this could possibly be like a CBA 7 years. You never know how much longer you have to play. And so obviously I'm taking this really seriously for myself, but also for the future generations. We are setting up the next CBA. You always have to think about that as well. And so the decisions that are made here affect a lot of people. And so, of course, we're taking it really seriously.
Does she own a business? That would be my first question. Because if you own a business and your business is not profitable, but you have, like, say, an assistant who wants a 20% raise, and you're already cutting corners, keeping your head above water, making a way if you can to pay them what you're paying them now, but they want way more money and accommodations on top of that. Where you gonna get the money? But I was also perplexed. Caitlin Clark, she seemed a little, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. This is how she addressed the whole, even though she walked out in the dumb shirt too.
Where does your W salary stack up against your deals with State Farm, Gatorade, Nike?
It's a good question. Honestly, I feel like that's where we're really fortunate, is that we have those other deals. And I think that's one of the things that we're in the room fighting for, like Fee said, is, we should be paid more. And hopefully that's the case moving forward as the league continues to grow. I think that's something that's probably the most important thing that we're in the room advocating about.
That sounds sexy. I'm happy you're able to get brand deals. That's a good thing. That's a positive. That's a plus. But Gatorade, what they're paying you is nothing. Like, they're not gonna go bankrupt paying Caitlin Clark amount X, whatever your agent negotiated, right? So here's another player, Kelsey Plum. Now, Plum seemed a little wackadoodle about some of this. I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Take a look.
We didn't, at least as players, we didn't know that was going to happen. So I think it was kind of like a genuine surprise. But the T-shirt, just United Front, was determined this morning that we had a meeting for. And, not to tattletale, but 0 members of Team Clark were very present for that. But no, we were just, we had a very...
that really needed to be mentioned.
I'm trying to make the situation light, okay? But yeah, no, I think it was just all of us getting on the same page for the game. We wanted to do something that was just united and collective, and I thought that it was a very powerful moment and got the point across. And sometimes you don't have to say anything.
The problem is, here's the thing. Y'all have made some headway in the last couple of seasons, which I'm happy. I do think there's a market for this. Obviously, there's a lane for this, and so no one's saying you can't succeed or shouldn't want more, but you're building it the wrong way. You're protesting for something that you don't have yet. I had another player talking about a piece of the pie. I didn't pull her video. And I was like, well, what pie are you pulling from? Because humble pie? Because there's nothing here to work with. The WNBA has not achieved profitability since 1997. That's when that was the first WNBA season, was 1997. I don't know about you, but I don't know of too many businesses that have never turned a profit in almost 3 decades that still have their doors open. I don't know. Maybe if y'all could find one. I didn't do any research, but I'm gonna just guess off the top of my head. No one's gonna run a business for 30 years and make no money. I mean, the thing consistently, it operates at a loss with the NBA subsidizing the league. The NBA is so profitable, it can subsidize another league that's losing money, that's been losing money for 3 decades. Right. While the WNBA's revenue has grown in recent years, expenses, including NBA subsidies, have outpaced revenue, resulting in continued losses. You're not making any money, ladies. You're doing better, it's improving, but you're not at the place where you can start putting on these stupid shirts. Now, if the WNBA was bringing in NBA money, oh yeah. I'm all with you, and they only paying you 200,000. Okay, yes, I'm all there. I get it. But when you've operated at a loss for 30 years, when you're still being subsidized by the main league, and then you have estimated losses somewhere around $10 million, exceeding $10 million. Like, for example, in 2023, the WNBA generated 100 to 120 million in revenue, but expenses, including NBA subsidies, exceeded this figure. Some reports indicate the WNBA is projected to lose around $50 million. I believe in 2024, they got between 40 and 50. But that's a significant increase over the average losses. Some of the factors contributing to this: smaller revenue streams from television deals and other sources compared to the NBA. Let's face it, the NBA is more exciting. It's been around way longer, and it's just better entertainment. I would rather watch female gymnasts over male gymnasts. I would rather watch female volleyball players over male volleyball players. So anyway, along with rising expenses such as charter flights contributing to the ongoing losses. So you want to live LeBron's life. You want Steph Curry's budget, but you don't have the resources to pull a Steph Curry off. You don't have the resources for that yet. So instead of y'all humble yourselves, fly commercial, do the work. Like, in 30 years, the fact that this league hasn't been built up to this point and we're still sitting here talking about the league isn't making any money, and then you got players bitching on the other end, where they gonna find the money to pay y'all? Y'all about to expand. Y'all about to expand 3 teams. Y'all adding 3 teams over the next few seasons. So what do you think that's gonna do? Help. Yeah, let's charter more flights, more private flights. Remember Brittany Griner? She got on a commercial airline to a game, and somebody recognized her or something, and now she gets chartered flights. And what do you think? How does that help the league long term? If y'all want to act like divas, but y'all ain't pulling in diva money. You got to build it up before you start asking for things. And I understand you only have a few years to play, and that's fine. That's where your endorsement deals and all that stuff comes in. But you're pretty much at this point, you guys right now are building the league for the girls coming behind you. The girls coming behind you. Y'all are laying the groundwork for the girls coming behind you. Now, I don't know what happened over the previous 20 something years. I don't know. I wasn't that into the WNBA. I wasn't like looking at the numbers and all of that stuff. But the fact that the league is still struggling in this way, that says a lot. And I don't think it's the sport itself. I just think it's, do people take this seriously? The people who are in charge of marketing and advertisements and brand deals and all this stuff. Yeah, a lot of questions need to be asked as to why this isn't a profitable agency, corporation at this point, because it should very well be at this point. At this point in the game, the WNBA should be profitable, but I think y'all are getting there, but you can't put the cart before the horse and then get mad. And then get mad when you come up short. Like, this is not the way to do it, ladies. You're building the future. Y'all make y'all money in other ways. Y'all are laying the groundwork now. Y'all building up the league now. So when the girls who come behind you make their debuts, they're in a much better position. Unfortunately, the Trailblazers never get the most money. The Trailblazers never get the most out of the deal. Sorry to break the news to you. Sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm not sorry. Oh man, but the league is exploring new revenue streams like streaming platforms and negotiating new media deals to increase revenue and reach a wider audience. It also helps that you're feminizing some of the players. Because if I want to watch a 6'4", I'm gonna shut up. But y'all know what I'm about to say. If I want to watch a 6'4" woman do half the work that LeBron did, Kobe did, Jordan did, then for what? So I do think Caitlin Clark and Angel Reese, they contribute to the league in a special way. And I think that's something you need to really maximize at this point. And you're not doing it the way you should. You're so busy being catty with each other that you're not building. This is why it's so annoying working with groups of people. This is why I hate working with groups of people, because everybody has a fucking ego and nobody knows how to play their position. Everybody want to be the lead singer. Everybody want to do everything. Everybody want to tell everybody what to do. How about you know when to shut up and when to talk? That's a skill too. Play your position. This league will be so much further if people played their positions. I don't mean on the court. I mean in the business. I mean on the business side. We wouldn't even be having this conversation in 2025. It took y'all 29 years of this league, so it took 26 years to start being taken seriously? Like, come on. And I mean, you're still barely being taken seriously. So you have a lot of work to do. So a lot of these players are not going to get the money they want. You're still going to have to do things like what Brittany Griner did, go overseas and make some money. You're going to do brand deals. You have to work in your off season, all that stuff. It's just not as exciting. But there is a market for it. And it's up to the teams and the talent who are on board on the business side to make that work. But it doesn't help when the players are out here being nasty to each other. It doesn't help when y'all out here beating the hell out of Caitlin Clark like it's her fault that she the one. Like Kiki Palmer said, when you the one, you the one. And when you the one, you bring up everybody with you. Now I know y'all want, and Caitlin Clark does her best. Oh, I know my white privilege. How about you're just really good at what you do? And you're the one. I don't give a damn if the one is white, black, multiracial. I don't give a damn. Are we about to make this money? Okay, cool. I don't give a damn. The BBL. I'm done. So you need to build it up before you can start trying to you got to grow the crop before you can start trying to pick. You can't pick the fruit too early. And y'all are literally going to destroy this if y'all keep acting like this. You can't get what's not there. And acting like divas and demanding all this extra stuff, that's costly. Now you're expanding 3 teams. So we're going to have a new set of teams in the league pulling from the already stressed out, unprofitable budget lines. Yeah, this don't make no damn sense. But good luck. Good luck. Good luck. I hope it all works out for you. And hopefully, somebody from the WNBA heeds my advice and makes it work. And with that said, thank you so much for tuning in today. I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much. Make sure y'all tune in tonight to the Rant Experience, dropping tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on AJ's Rant Room. Make sure you like, share, comment, subscribe, like, share, comment, subscribe, like, share, comment, subscribe. Share with your friends. And if you want to support the channel, you can go to AJsRANTroom.com. I appreciate y'all once again, and I will catch y'all tomorrow. Actually, I'll catch y'all tonight, but I'll catch y'all here tomorrow. Peace.